Welcome to Goldman's Back 40 podcast, production of Goldman Equipment. We are your local John Deere dealer here in central and northern Louisiana. Give us a call or come by one of our 12 locations statewide and look us up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or on our website at www.goldmanequipment.com. Goldman Equipment, we're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. All right, thanks for being with us once again on Goldman's Back 40 podcast. Got a special show today for us. We're talking today with Delta Community College, or Louisiana Delta Community College, recruiter Nathan Hall. He's here with us. We're going to be talking a little bit about our Ag Tech program that Goldman is setting up through Louisiana Delta Community College, and he's going to fill us in a little bit about the program. Let's start off. Nathan, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do at Louisiana Delta Community College?
All right. So we have 8 campuses, and I'm over the West Monroe campus, which is our second largest campus. And so I just help run that campus, and on that campus we have our diesel tech program, and then we have it also in Tallulah, and we're looking to add it to one other campus with you guys.
Oh, good deal. Let's talk a little bit about the program itself that we're getting set up through you guys and in partnership with y'all. Gary, if you will, kind of fill us in on, give us an overview of what we're doing and why are we setting this program up through Delta Community College.
Well, Rodney, for the last 6 years, we've been recruiting kids straight out of high school and sending them to John Deere University based out of BB, Arkansas. So we've taken that program, we looked at it and said, okay, can we do better? And we always thought that we could do better if we kept our kids in state and closer to home. And right. To set our own agenda, our own curriculum, to show them whenever they was young and coming off the farm. Most of these kids are coming off farms. Some kids are coming out of mechanics' houses that is working on construction equipment, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But we wanted to bring that home, and last year we started talking with Delta Community College. We said, okay, our last year with BB at John Deere University would be last year. So our kids has graduated now. We had 3 kids up there that graduated this year. And now we're looking to sponsor 4 kids out of Delta Community College that's going through their diesel mechanic program. We've met with the instructor with the diesel program over here at our West Monroe facility right off at Camp Road. And we liked everything that we've seen. And so our next steps is to basically partner up with Delta Community College, start a large ag facility, a training facility that's going to be based out of Winsboro, Louisiana. And that's where we'll start sending majority of our kids. Not to say that we won't have kids here also. For the small ag, for right. Hay, for everything else. Mm-hmm. Not to say that we won't have 3 kids there, 1 there. Not to say that we won't have 7 kids in 1 year.
Right.
Yep. So I said we will do 4 minimum, but I never topped it off, said, we're going to stop at 10. If we find 10 good kids, we're always looking for good people at Goldman Equipment.
Absolutely.
Because we are one big family.
That's right. And it's great, like you said, having that same capability of providing these kids with all of this premium training, customized training that's going to really prepare them for this industry, and having that here on our home Louisiana soil, right here at our back door, that really makes a huge difference and really kind of brings that home. If I'm a young person just coming out of high school and I'm looking to get into this industry and doing diesel mechanics and specifically wanting to work on farm equipment, what can I expect, Nathan and Gary, if I enroll into this program? What can I expect to come out of this program with?
Go ahead.
So in our West Monroe campus, we have it's part ag and part like 18-wheeler diesels, and it's just like you would be at the shop, and like one of your shops. They're working on diesel equipment and learning all the basics of how to do it, except to have someone watching every move that they make. Like your techs, they don't have people watch them. You just expect them to do a good job. But at the school, we have someone who has about 30 years experience, and he's watching everything that they do. But then there's also a book portion to it as well, where you're learning why you're doing it. Like me, if I'm working on my car and I go and I'm changing out the alternator, I don't really know the whole process of what the alternator does. I just know, hey, I need to take this bolt off and that bolt and put this thing back on there.
Yeah.
But you're learning the why behind why you're doing everything. So that's the book portion that the students are learning is why you're doing, why you might change out the brakes this way, or what this wire does, or how does the computer system interact with the tractor. So they're learning all of that whenever they're in school, instead of just learning, hey, I know how to take this part off and put it back on.
Right.
That way, whenever it comes and someone says, hey, I have a problem with my tractor, it's doing this, this, and this, they can diagnose it or help diagnose it because they understand the why what everything does.
So you're looking at all theory, fundamentals,
Yep.
and operation,
Yep.
all rolled into one.
Yep.
Right.
Well, also, it's increasing their mechanical aptitude because anything mechanical, just like what Nathan said, talking about an alternator, okay? What does an alternator? There's usually 5 things that something affects on down the line whenever you're working on a piece of equipment, car, combine, no matter what it is. So now the electronics and the computers and the sensors and everything, the technology that's out there today, that's another huge thing for
Yes.
us. Because the technology, it seems like every 3 years, it just keeps turning over with John Deere. Within probably the next 5 to 8 years, you're going to have tractors out there running in the field with no one in it.
Yeah,
No one in it.
right.
And just think about that. And what's running in it is a satellite. So I just think that this here is a home run for us in our community, our AOR, which is 1.3 million acres. 1.3 million acres.
Wow.
Just think about that. That's our area of responsibility. And it's just a home run for us to be able to get our kids, keep them home, be able to teach them what we want to be able to teach them with the John Deere curriculum. Because there wasn't nothing wrong with John Deere School. It was actually very good. It just, we wanted to be able to bring it home, be closer to us, so it helps us better recruit, and we don't have to send kids away from home at 18 years old when a lot of them wasn't mature enough to go away.
Right.
So it's a big deal for us, and it's going to be a big change for Goldman Equipment and on into the future, because service technicians is without a doubt one of the hardest jobs, but
Yes.
it's hard to find good service technicians.
Yeah,
So-
they don't just grow on trees. You got to make them.
That's right. And our average age of our technician today is 41 years old. That is considered young. Young group of technicians at an average age of 41 years old. But we want to absolutely keep adding to it and adding to it and adding to it.
Right. And you made a very important point a while ago. We are a very data and technology centered company, right? We are very much involved in the top technology that's out there in our industry. And we make a very consolidated effort to make sure that we know and our guys know how to utilize that technology to service our customers better, to train our customers how to use the latest tools to increase yields, to increase efficiency in the field, to get their crops planted, grown, and out of the fields quicker, and to maximize profitability on what they're doing. And it is imperative, like you said, that we have a program in place that these kids can go and learn these latest tools and learn how to use them and learn how important it is to not just that we're using them, but why we're using them. Like you said earlier, Nathan.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's also critical that the technician that is aged between 40 and 60, or 40 and 65, that we retain them employees, because it is something for our younger technicians that's coming out of school to look up to.
That's
Right.
right.
And no matter what you might think, even a kid that goes through 2-year school, they look at that, they've brought up in a family and stuff. Number one, they respect the person, their elders.
Mhm.
And number two, no matter what you might think, they will always be learning from them.
Mhm.
Always.
Absolutely.
Not only on the mechanical side, but also on the personal side. And you just cannot tell you how valuable that is.
That's right. Skilled, high character people.
That exactly.
That's what we have to service our customers
That's
the way
exactly
we need,
right.
and the way they deserve to be serviced.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Nathan, let me ask you this: if I'm a young person and I want to inquire more about this program,
Yeah.
how can I do that?
So we have a website that is, the easiest, but they can also call our campus at 397-6100. And I can set them up with the teacher, that he can give them very detailed information, which I know a decent amount about the program. But our teacher can tell them, what all they're going to learn specifically. And but we're going to most of the high schools. We go out and we do stuff at events like festivals, like the Peach Fest, and we'll go out there set up. And in all of them, like if anybody has an interest in it, we try to encourage them to go into this program, because and really for the school, we've grown a large amount, because a lot of people have heard about just Goldman, the partnership we've had.
Right.
But 2 years ago when I started, I think we had 10 students. And now this next semester, we're going to have up to 30 students at the program.
In the entire program.
Well, just on the West Monroe campus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But they'll go, some of them, might come work for you guys, some might go work for some other guys. But, and a lot of people are hearing how good the program is, so then they're being attracted to it because they hear we have a good teacher and that you can find a job.
Right. That's very important in
Yeah.
today's economic environment.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Okay. Now, we also have contacts here in the company itself. Scott Blaylock here is our training coordinator, and he works very closely with Nathan on and Delta Community College on all this. So, Scott, how can they get in touch with you, buddy?
I'm primarily out of the Winsboro location. They can call 318-435-7789 and ask for me. And like I said, and I'll call them back. If I'm there, I'll pick up then and go over and get them the info they're needing and get them come in and interview and set it
Sounds
all
good.
up.
All
Just
right.
that easy.
Easy peasy.
Easy.
All right. Well, guys, Gary, do you have anything else to add?
No, sir. We're good.
All
I
right.
think this has been very, very good information, especially for young people that could be looking for a career out there in our community.
Good discussion, guys.
Thank
you,
you.
Nathan.
Hey, thank y'all.
I
Thanks
really
for having me.
appreciate you joining us. Scott, thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Gary, as always, it's a pleasure, bud.
Thank you.
Thank
brother.
you for being with us on Goldman's Back 40 podcast once again. And God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And God bless America. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Goldman's Back 40 podcast, a production of Goldman Equipment, LLC. We appreciate your comments on the show, and please let us know you enjoyed the program by hitting the like button on Facebook and sharing with your friends. We look forward to seeing you back with us for the next episode. Until then, God bless you and your family, and God bless America.